Hi YouTubers! Alright YouTubers, we are talking about the Amazing Spider-Man. Columbia Pictures has announced that in 2016 we will have the next Spider-Man movie. I love that. That's my text. Isn't that cool? I love that. It's so awesome. 2016 will be the Sinister 6. So, we're going to see the villains that, have kind of been leading up to this point from the movies that we've seen already with the second movie, Amazing Spider-Man 2. We're actually going to get a movie that's dedicated strictly just for Sinister 6. Not Spider-Man 3. So it's going to be completely separate from the Amazing Spider-Man 3. It's going to be its own thing, which I think is very unique. So cool, we get this Sinister 6 film for the Amazing Spider-Man. 2018, we will have Amazing Spider-Man 3. So, I just feel like so old. It's like time is just gonna... it's not that far away, but it's just like, dang, 2018 is crazy. So, nonetheless, what do you guys think about that? I'm really interested to see, okay, so what does that mean for the Amazing Spider-Man 3? What are we gonna expect for that? As of now, we can only make predictions after we've seen, the Sinister 6 film. So I'm curious to see, hey, what can we expect, after, being in the theaters and seeing the third installment, the Sinister 6 installment, to really make assumptions as far as what the third one will be. So I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on that. Tell me what you think. As far as comics go, you already know I've been reading The Amazing Spider-Man and The Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales. Try to keep up with those. So I've been reading the Cataclysm, bam, right there, and on the back I got the Amazing Spider-Man issue 3. And so in this one, we're going to talk about this one first because I'm not as familiar with this one, but we're going to get to that one here in a minute. But we're going to talk about this one for now. So in this one, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he's back, as I've talked about in different reviews. He's got his brain back. Otto Octavius took over before. He was the superior Spider-Man, but Peter proved to be the more ultimate Spider-Man, whatever. So Peter Parker is back, but his life has changed. He's got, his own business, Parker Industries. He's got a new love interest that, kind of was installed without him really knowing it. Things has changed between him and MJ. So a lot has changed, including his relationship with Black Cat, who kind of was a love interest / friend, and now she's like wanting to kill him, rip off his face type stuff. So they're enemies, and this issue really dives into that. Black Cat's hate towards Spider-Man. At the end of the comic, she teams up with Electro, and it kind of looks like they're going to do some crazy stuff to kind of take down Spider-Man. So yeah, that's that comic. If you have read the Cataclysm series, you know how awesome it is. Galactus, he pops up on the scene like, I'm gonna eat the whole planet, and Spider-Man and Spider-Woman and a few other folks, they're fighting to save the world. And Miles Morales, he's got kind of this tension between him and his dad. His dad really doesn't approve of the mutants, superpowered folks, and he blames him for his mother's death, so on and so forth. The art is fantastic. I love the comics, so check out this series. I'm fairly new to it, really been diving in, but really good comic, really good series. Check it out. So, DareDevil is back, and it is not Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck is Batman. Yes, he is. Marvel Disney has announced that they are teaming up with Netflix to do this 60-episode deal, kind of a 13-episode solo thing, where we're going to have Hell's Kitchen being featured live action. So we will see Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist live action on a TV show. And I think this is a really cool deal as far as, Marvel's expansion. Not to mention Guardians of the Galaxy, where, as I mentioned before in different reviews, we get to see Marvel expanding in a bigger universe, with Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think is a great element. Now, TV-wise, I think this is going to be really cool because, they're saying, hey, not only can we do feature films, but, we also have this element to where we can bring to life other characters I'm excited to see these characters come to life. I think it'll be a really cool thing, and I think Daredevil deserves reinvention. You know, I feel like the character is so awesome. The comics are great, really gritty, and I think that's going to be something that they're bringing to the show. So I'm excited to see what this new take on Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen, and all these characters, you know, who are being brought to life would look like for a live-action TV series. So, love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. I mean, I feel like it's going to be awesome. The cast, crew, you know, they look amazing. So, I can't wait to see this thing when it airs. I'm always watching Netflix. So, aside from watching Power Rangers, I will be watching Daredevil when it comes out. And, you know, Once Upon a Time and a few other shows. But, yes, I'm looking forward to this one. And as always, if you like what you received today, click that big button that says subscribe to get the latest on movies, music, comics, and television. I'm your host, Karan Jones. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Spiderman, Spiderman, I just opened a tuna can. Okay, I just had to get that out. I love that little song. I made it up. Quote me on that.